Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to show a couple of teams and a couple of weapons in action which show why I think the game is shifting away from what used to be a strategy based game to more a much easier to play game where you just can get a couple of weapons and just get massive mana generation without very much thought at all. To me it's pumping far less strategy, far less thought into the game and much easier to play with these new weapons. I'll just show a couple of them here. The new one here, which has just come out very recently, Oshia's Tome, is crazy powerful. It explodes 4 gems for each blue ally and each elemental ally. So you get a few of these blue and elemental allies in your team, and you just get a complete board wipe of mana generation. It's kind of ludicrous in a way. I thought initially this was like a little bit similar to Mountain Crusher, but it's not. It's actually way more powerful than that. Like Mountain Crusher explodes brown. And you have to have obviously a certain magic level to make that higher and higher. But with this, anybody, even a level 1 person benefits from this as much as somebody that's on, level 2000 sort of thing. It's like, so it helps out newer players, which is good. And I think that is one of the reasons why they're doing this kind of thing. There's so much new stuff in the game now. It is really daunting for new players to come to this game. And there's just so much to try and take in. And I think this sort of thing really helps newer players. But the thing is, it kind of makes the game kind of wildly out of control too. So I'm going to show two teams with these kind of weapons. You've got Oshia's Tome, and then I'm going to be showing another team later on, which one of my regular viewers, Ben Templar, sent me using Centurion, who was, I think, last week's Monday troop you get with the glory. So, and that is another one which creates a ridiculous amount of mana, and that's why I'm kind of convinced it is going this way. I'll just show this team in action because it's really simple to use. No need to fully explain it. It's going to be a case of charging Rowan, then we cast Rowan. And if we need more mana, we'll just cast Oshia's Tome and get literally all our money back in one go and charge the whole team at the same time. If those who don't know, like Rowan deals scatter damage boosted by her armor, and she's going to get charged up really quickly because we have a potion of enchantment at the beginning on this. Well, I don't actually need to cast Oshia's Tome here because we're charged up already, but watch what happens when I cast it. Literally, the whole entire board wipe apart from 2 left behind. And we got a match as well, 4 match, we can do it again if we wanted to. An entire board wipe that time. So if you, had some mana heavy troops in your team that needed a lot of mana, this thing is going to be a fantastic weapon for getting those troops charged really, really fast. Just show it again on a higher level this time, just so hopefully you'll get to see the actual mana generation rather than just all the troops charged straight away. Right, we've got everybody charged up again now, but I'll cast Rowan first because she's not going to kill everybody straight away. Now we'll cast Oshia's Tome. Complete board wipe apart from one little brown there at the bottom. And everybody's good to go again. And it charges itself up really, really quickly as well. Another entire board wipe. And cast Rowan and win the game. So yeah, that is a weapon which has come along, which is, I think, that's going to be used in quite a few teams for high mana cost teams in particular, because the generation on it is just absolutely superb. To me, I think it's taken some of the thought process out of some of the teams and games, because some of these weapons are just no brainers to use in certain teams to get really, really quick mana generation. Now I'll just show the crazy Centurion team. As I say, this was sent to me by Ben Templar, one of my regular viewers. It shows the effect of Centurion, especially when combined with somebody like Skylar. Now Skylar creates a bone storm on 4 or 5 gem matches, and that part is important to this team, because Centurion, his spell is, there's a 10% chance to devour a random enemy with a +10 chance for each wild card, but then convert all skulls to ×2 wild cards. So the idea is to get a 4 match with Skylar as quickly as can, nice and early. Thrall's there as the extra mana generator if we need it. He only needs 6 to get charged, then destroys a load of gems and gets bonus purple mana too, so that happens really, really fast. And then we cast Centurion and just chaos happens. And then we can use Rope Dart if we want, which eliminates all armor from an enemy, deals a lot of damage, and then pulls them to first position And if you have this thing upgraded as well, it also has an extra turn, which means we can then repeat this process. So let's show this in action. We'll go to on a level 3 or the far right hand side PvP, so it's as hard as it can be. We're entangled at the start, but that's probably not going to make any difference at all because Rope Dart doesn't care if it's entangled or not. It still does the same kind of damage. So we'll get Centurion charged anyway, even though we haven't got the 4 match yet. We got any 4 matches anywhere? I don't see it. No. So let's cast that anyway, because we're going to still get a load of mana from that. That's just called Chaos Everywhere. We'll do that again, so now Skulls Everywhere. That's got Rope Dart charged up. Now we can grab Zul'Goth and drag him to the front. Cast Centurion again. That's got to Devour at the same time and got Rope Dart charged up again. We'll now Rope Dart their hero to the top. Cast Centurion again. That's got Rope Dart charged up. So, I mean, it's kind of fun, but is it a strategy game anymore? It got like just an easy game to play now to help newer players out? Because if I was a new player coming to this game, it is seriously daunting now, the amount of stuff that's in the game. And that's not, like making it sound like awkward for newer players, because I get it. I would hate to be a new player coming to this game at the moment. It's so much to learn. It's absolutely ludicrous. And this is maybe there to help newer players out, which is cool. But to me, it does take away some of the strategy though, because like I'm doing this while talking, and I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing, and I'm going to obliterate this Zul'Goth team without even trying, to be honest. Nothing to it at all. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just following a set routine without actually really caring about what the other team's doing. What I'm doing is following the routine on my team of getting Centurion charged, cast him, use Rope Dart, and then repeat the process. It's like, before these sort of weapons came along, it used to be a case of you had to think about things like before, say, a couple of years ago. This sort of team, you would really have to put a lot of thought into it, maybe go change your class to Frost Mage or something to combat the goblins. But where you've got these sort of weapons now, and this new Elementalist class as well, which has come along, which has really made it easier as well. Like that third trait, stun, freeze, burn, and entangle a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, which we do a lot on this team. It's either the devs haven't put a lot of thought into what people can do with the troops, in the game when combined with others, or they've done it on purpose to make the game easier to play. And I'm thinking they've done it on purpose to make the game easier to play for newer players, because it's not a coincidence, I don't think, that Oshia's Tome came out this week, which gets a complete board wipe of mana generation, and Centurion came out, I think it was last week, which also is really good for massive mana generation. So let me know in the comments what you think, whether I'm overthinking this, or maybe you think that is, done on purpose just to make the game easy to play. So again, on this one, we'll be looking for purple straight away, so it's not giving us any purple. So in that case, we can look to get Rope Dart charged up immediately, or anything that gives any sort of 4 match, or even red. And I'll bring that to there. So even though this team is really good, we've got our Skull Bone Storm going on now. Look, Skull gems fall more than the other colours. But we do need to get purple, so we'll get that now. Hopefully get going before they do. Even though when this team gets going, it's really, really hard to stop. It's not invincible. Like a Goblin team can stop this team. There's no question about that. I'll grab that anyway, just in case we get some extra mana gen, which we did. And then we can start messing up their team. See, it's the Goblin team. They're all entangled and frozen. They're useless now. All those extra turns that Goblins used to get. But normally you'd have to think about it quite a bit, or at least a little bit, just to work out how to stop their team. Now with this Elementalist class and these weapons, there's nothing to think about. I could have got that 4 match Skull extra turn there. But you can make mistakes now and get away with it just because these sort of teams are so easy to use. And this was without a good start. We didn't have a good start on this. We had no purple, and quite often when these goblin teams get going, they're nearly impossible to stop because the infinite loops they get sometimes, there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, this was a piece of cake and nothing to really think about. I'll just do that to the hell of it, even though I could have given them a skull hit and we got an extra one anyway. So yeah, like another super easy team to use and a lot of fun. Thanks to Ben for that one. But the main idea with this video is the game changing the way it plays on purpose with these really fast mana generating weapons and troops. Let us know what you think, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe if you've not done so already. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.